co-host Charlie here of Drop the Gloves podcast. This is not a beer review. This is actually a product review or a product unveiling, reveal, if you will. Very first of its kind for the channel and for the podcast. For those of you who do not know, Drop the Gloves podcast has recently been in affiliate marketing with several different brands. One of them is Cigars International. They are one of our very first affiliate marketing partners with the show, and because of that, they sent me a mystery box with 10 different cigars. Give you guys a little backstory on me, my smoking history. Used to smoke, quit in college, met my now wife, Mrs. Drop the Gloves, who is an asthmatic, and I didn't smoke around her or because of her or whatever. I loved her that much that I gave up any kind of smoking, no occasional cigar, no nothing. So I no vaping, anything like that. And I never chewed either. So, I mean, it wasn't like I needed I still craved it or anything. I just cold turkey, flat out quit. And then about a year ago, 4th of July, I picked up 2 cigars, just random cigars, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to smoke at least one of them for 4th of July. You know, I'm going to sit out on my back deck or wherever, and I'm just going to try it. You know, I haven't smoked a cigar or a cigar in general, and was like, you know, let's give it a shot. And the one I tried, or the 2 that I tried, one I didn't like, didn't do anything for me, and I was just like, okay, it's not for me. But then the second one I tried, I was like, you know what, this is pretty good. You know, it tasted well. Very good flavor, and, you know, thought it could go with any kind of bourbon or anything like that. So it's kind of funny that, you know, not a smoker, here I am now promoting my very first, like one of our very first affiliate marketing partners, and they happen to be a cigar company. And so to any of you who are my family or friends and you're like, what the hell? You know, people change. That's the best way I could put it. So all that to say, here is the box that they sent me. Again, these are 10 totally random cigars. I didn't know they were going to send me these 10. I have no homework on them. There's no paperwork in the box. They didn't send me a pamphlet saying, hey, here's what we sent you. This is, you know, this size, this flavor, this wrap, you know, profile, whatever. I did all the research on my own on their website, cigarsinternational.com. Link is in the description, and you can go to the link in, like I said, in the description, click on it, and order your own mystery, you know, 10 cigars. And, you know, see what you want. Or if you know what you want, then, you know, or see anything from this 10 that I revealed to you. If you see any that you like or just want to flat out buy, then, you know, still hit the link. Check them out. They're an affiliate of ours. Help us, help them. You know, we'll see what this partnership does. It's early stages. Hopefully we do good. If not, no hard feelings. But at the same time, you know, I'm looking forward to some of these. Like, some of these are like really good looking. I mean, on the website and everything. There's one in particular, and I'm going to go in a complete random order. It's just how I picked them out of the box, and then how I wrote them down in the notes, and how I'm going to cover them. I'm not an expert, so like my history and told you everything about me and my smoking habits and, you know, history. I'm not an expert, so what I show you, what I tell you, I have no clue on flavor profile other than what the, you know, research tells me. The bourbon pairings I looked up on my own. I can't tell you if it's good with this one over that one, but this is just what was recommended. And if I get the sizes wrong or if I pronounce them wrong, I apologize now, and, you know, I hope to get better as I go. Hopefully. All right, so all that being said, let's get started into the list. Number 1, we have the La Roma de Cuba. This is a Toro. Was it full body? This is the one of 2 full-bodied cigars in the mystery pack. About 6 inches. And that bourbon pairings. Unfortunately, I do not have a an example to show you. But the bourbon that they said goes well with this is Old Bardstown. I do not have an Old Bardstown bourbon bottle to kind of show you what it looks like, but yeah. So this is number 1 cigar, like La Aroma de Cuba. I'm looking off to the side because that's where my notes are. So that's the first one. And that second one, little guy. This is a petite Corona-sized Volstead VO, I believe 1920 cigar. Bourbons that it pairs well with are the Bullet and the Woodford Reserve. As you can see, I've been drinking a good amount of the Woodford and the Bullet. I usually use this for more of my cocktails or my old fashions, but to each their own for that. But so I have 2 bottles that could go well with this. I would imagine this would be a quick night, smoke or cigar, and that probably wouldn't even last me probably half hour. But so we got that one. Another little tiny one that we have. This is number 3, and Volstead VO was a medium. Another was a medium profile, and that this is a Arto Fuerte Gran Reserve Cigarillo. This is 4.5 inches, and that the Petite Corona was 4. This is 4.5. Skinny little guy. Bourbons that pair well with this are Maker's Mark, which I do not have. I'm not a fan of Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark, Buffalo Trace, and Bullet Bourbon again. A lot of these are going to have both of these and Woodford in their pairings. So a lot of these cigars in this mystery pack go well with what I actually have currently in stock in the penalty box. So, but again, this is probably another quick nighter, and that this will probably last not even half hour, but need a quick stressor before the week, after the week, in the middle of the week. This would probably be my go-to for that. Next one, kind of looking forward to this one. This is a medium to a full-bodied cigar. This is the Man o' War, just regular Man o' War. There's so many different ones by this brand. This is, I guess, their original. This is the original Man o' War. This is a Gordo profile, or Gordo shape, or length. Again, like I said, I'm learning the shapes, the lengths, and trying to figure out what they are without, having to do a ton of research and, having to measure each one. This is 5 inches. 5 inches. This is a Gordo. Bullet. Bourbons that pair well with the Man o' War, again, are the Bullet and the Woodford. So again, like I said, a lot of these are going to have some of the bourbons I've already showed you, and that I currently have in stock at the penalty box. Next, we move on to the Room 101 Farce, and this is anything but a farce. That's according to the product description on cigarsinternational.com when you look this one up, and that this is a medium profile. This is a Gordo shape, and length is 6.5 inches. 6.5 inches. We can cut that out, right? There's a lot more that can go with that cigar than any other on the list. There's a total of 5 bourbons, and I only research bourbons. If you're not a bourbon person, you're watching this right now and you made it this halfway through and you're like, okay, do any of these pair well with coffee, wine, or whatever? I didn't do the research in that. I did it specifically for bourbon because I've been drinking bourbon for the last couple years, and I just thought bourbon and cigars go well together, and that's what I looked for. If you're a wine drinker and you're looking for wine selections, take any of these in the list. Start doing your own research. And that maybe if you like wine, you like wine. Nothing wrong with that. But if you like wine and you want it, and any of these catch your eye, and you want to know if it pairs well with a certain wine, do your research, figure it out, and then go to cigarsinternational.com in the link. and get you a cigar to go with said wine that you have. So Buffalo Trace, Room 101, Farce. So we have the Buffalo Trace, we have the Woodford, we have the Bullet, we have the Four Roses, and then the one that is on the list but I do not have in stock in the penalty box is Evan Williams Black. So those are the 5 bourbons that pair well with the Room 101 Farce. That is a cigar, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of looking forward to, because it's so big. I'm kind of looking forward to that for a really nice evening out or whatever, on the back deck or something, just to, or have with a friend or a buddy. And I think that'd be a really good one to have. Looking forward to that one. So then we move on to the next one, next page of notes too. We have this. We have the Comanche Connecticut Toro. This is 5 inches in length. And that medium profile again. And then bourbons pairing well with it are the Buffalo Trace, right there, and the Four Roses. So those are the 2 that best pair well with the Comanche Connecticut Toro. And it is medium, like I said, medium profile, and has a little scorpion right here on the wrap. And I'm kind of like, ooh, it's medium, but you have that on there. So it makes me a little scary. So we'll see when that one actually comes about. Number 7 is another medium. This is 6 inches. This is a Toro / Gordo. I tried to look it up on the website. Not too much was given to me in terms of the differences in sizes for Toro or Gordo, because they were both 6 inches. But this is a 6 inches. This is the Toronto Noventa. And that medium profile, like I said, bourbons that pair well with that include the Bullet, the Woodford, and the Elijah Craig. I do not have Elijah Craig, but I do like Elijah Craig, so I may have to get it if I want to smoke the Noventa. And that now number 8 here on the list is probably the one I am looking forward to the most smoking and enjoying, and that because I mean, reading just the wrapper and then the description online, I'm not gonna lie, guys, like part of me wants to try this one immediately, and then the other part of me wants to save it for a special occasion. So number 8, and that coming in at 7 inches is the Perdomo Double Aged 12-year Maduro. This is a Gordo size or length, 7 inches, medium profile, again, and it says that it was matured in bourbon barrels. So you can see why I really want to try this one so badly. But I want to save it for a very special occasion or a very special night. This could be an all-nighter. This could be like, a really good night out with friends, smoking on the back deck, hosting a party, whatever. So really hoping there comes a time where I'm gonna get to this soon rather than later. And so really looking forward to that. The bourbons that pair well with that are the Bullet, Woodford, Buffalo Trace, and Maker's Mark. Like I said, don't have Maker's Mark. And number 9, this is one that I had before, and this is the one I was saying earlier in the video I've had and I wasn't a fan of. And that this is Exposition number 1, 8.5 inches. This is going to be an all day. This is going to be an all dayer. This is going to take all day. And this is a Romeo y Julieta, 1875. This is the one that I had back on 4th of July last year. Medium profile, 8.5 inches. This is the biggest one in the whole pack of the 10 cigars that I got. 2 bourbons were listed for enjoying this. And again, when I first had this, I didn't pair it with a bourbon. So maybe I'll have better luck this time pairing it with one of the 2 bourbons. But the 2 are Maker's Mark or Woodford Reserve. Have Woodford, don't have Maker's Mark, like I said. And then finally, we have a bit of an unknown. And that's the reason why this one's last. is because I couldn't find too much about it on cigarsinternational.com website, which is weird. It's like you put this in my pack, but you do not have a full-on description. I tried every keyword search in their website or even Google DuckDuckGo, and I still got barely anything. I actually got it from a third-party website. This is a medium profile cigar, 6 inches. This is Churchill size. This is a Cuba Aliados, and that's all I have. That's all I got is these. In terms of profile and information, this is all I got on it. I have nothing else, and I don't know what to pair it with. So this is an unknown. This is a mystery cigar here. We'll just have to see. You know, maybe this will be the very first one I try out of the whole pack, and we go from there. And but medium profile. Like I said, Churchill, 6 inches, original blend cigar, and there's not much on it. No bourbon pairings, no coffee pairings, wine, tea. I got nothing. So this is a bit of a mystery. Mystery itself within the mystery box. So, but yeah, that's it. That's the product reveal for cigarsinternational.com. If you saw any of the 10 on here that really intrigued you or you want to try for yourself, again, hit the link in the description and you can try it, order it. And the mystery box took probably about 2 or 3 days to get to me. So it was really quick shipping, really fast, really easy. And they put in a few promotional informations, pamphlets, and everything in the box too. So you can get more deals later down the road, which I think is really cool too for Cigars International to do. Especially for me, who's a novice or just starting to get back into smoking cigars or smoking in general, and trying to pair it with bourbon. So again, go down to their website in the show notes or in the link description in the description. Hit the link, and either order your own mystery box or if you see anything here or anything in general on their website, go and get it. Let them know that Drop the Gloves podcast sent you. I'm your co-host, Charlie of Drop the Gloves, and I'll see you guys next time in the penalty box.
Raise your glass for the fight of the night.